Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, but if you've been here, make sure you watch till the end. So I'm really getting excited about this YouTube series because it's been making me learn a lot. Like, I'm trying to do research so that I'm giving out the right information. I don't want to feed people with wrong things or things that are not accurate. So I'm doing a lot of research and it's helping me to, like, I guess that's why the channel is, right, grow with me. Like, I was like, I want to do this, but I want to do it together with the community. So I want to make sure that when I'm researching, I'm sharing all the same information that I'm getting to grow, right? And today, like the past videos, we've seen YouTube, we've seen automation, we've seen topping niches, we've seen all those good stuff. And the last video that I just did, like, disclaimer, I just want to be like early disclaimer, guys. Like, YouTube is not a get rich today tomorrow thing. Like, I just wanted to call that out as early as possible. So now, what are we looking at today? We're looking at 10 easy video ideas. Yeah, so you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but you don't know video ideas, like how to start, like what should be my first video. And that's why I'm here. And the fun part is that it's not just going to be the brand, it's going to be also for Faceless YouTube channel. So I'm going to give 10 video ideas, and the first one is introduce your brand. Like, you're coming on YouTube, you want to do a brand content, you want to talk about yourself, you want to grow your brand. Because the first thing when you're doing that, the first thing you have to do is let people get to know you. Like, if you guys watch my first video, I did talk about myself. I spoke about what I want to talk about, what I want to do on this channel, like the different things that I want to look at. So those are things that you do on the first video, right? You introduce yourself, let people get to know you, let the people that you're trying to build your audience get to know you, they get to know what your brand is. I'm building a brand, and you guys are gonna know later. So those are things that that you do on your first video. You let people get to know you, let they get to know about your brand, let they get to know what you want to talk about, just those things like that. That's a very simple video idea. No fancy equipment, nothing, just your phone. If you have your lights, good. If you don't have it, sit by your window and you are good. So that was for personal branding. Videos, like the get to know me video. That could be, if you are doing personal branding, that could, the first video in that personal branding niche would be get to know you. Now, storytelling, oh my goodness, people love storytelling. People want to relate, people want content that they can relate with. We call it content that converts, right? People want content that they can relate with, that they can feel like, oh, somebody in the world is going through this thing that I went through. You get what I'm saying? Like, somebody has, people just share that story. You're camera shy, tell the world you're camera shy. Oh, I'm camera shy and I don't know how to come on YouTube, but I'm trying to push myself to come on YouTube. I just want to try and see how it's going to happen. You're going to see people in the comment section. That makes both of us, because you've come out, I want to try too. You're going to be my inspiration. People want storytelling. People want stories that relate to them. You're telling a story about something you went through, maybe a medical condition that you went through, maybe a mental issue, like maybe after childbearing you had some postpartum depression things, maybe after childbearing everything was good. Like, people just want things that they can relate with. How are you dealing with your mommy of 4? How are you dealing with your 4 kids and having to work and do content? Those are stories that people want to hear, because there are people out there like me that want to relate with that story so they can learn from each other. I don't know how I'm handling it, but it's just happening. God has just been there with me handling this and that. You just tell people that, and everybody's like, they want stories that they can relate with. Storytelling is a very good niche that is going to get your audience very, very engaging, and they'll be able to relate with you. And like, so your first video in such a niche is just going to be on this day I went through this, or today I had this thing that happened today, or today at my office I had this thing that happened to one of my co-workers, blah 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 blah, you know, things like that. Or we had a meeting today and this is how it went, this is how storytelling. People want to relate, content that converts. Yeah. Literally, what are you doing? You're sharing your personal experiences, your personal life experiences, those things that people can learn from so that they can in turn grow themselves. Like someday I'm going to share my personal life experiences on other things that are personal to me, but it's eventually when we get to like from time to time those ones can come in and out, but that is not my main focus here, right? But that could be a big YouTube channel. Every day we have something that is going on in our lives, and you just come on the channel and just share it with your audience. So now let's look at daily vlogs. Another daily vlogs are a very difficult niche to push out there, especially if you're not a celebrity, like, right? If your life doesn't have any focus, like something that people will be interested about, it's kind of hard to push those vlogs out there unless you're really doing things that is going to be engaging. Maybe you're doing daily vlogs when you're traveling, you're doing daily vlogs when you're cooking, you're doing vlogs when something that people are actually learning from and getting engaging with, or you're doing daily vlogs when you're having time with the kids. And I'm saying this from experience. We have a channel, like with a vlogging family channel. It's not easy to push that channel out because people don't know us. Right? A lot of people don't know us. We just have a small community, but thank goodness, thank God, the channel has been going, it's been growing. And that's what I said, YouTube is consistency. It's a serious grind. It's not a today tomorrow thing. So yeah, those daily vlogs help, but you have to be they have to be very captivating. They have to be topics that people are going to connect with and can learn from. Beginner's guide, right? Tutorial. And I tell you, I think I've said this almost on all the videos that we're going to talk about creating digital books, digital courses. Yeah, we're going to talk about it, but I don't know when, but it's going to come up in one of our series. So how to tutorials, how to make this. I've made this popular example, how to make pop-off is one of my favorites that I go on YouTube to find out how to like just how to anything, maybe how to make a smoothie, how to do a decoration, how to create a YouTube channel, how to create a TikTok channel, TikTok account, things like that, content that people can engage with. Yeah, those are how-to videos, tutorials, quick tutorials that you give people, and on those are different video ideas that you. So a perfect example is how to start a YouTube channel with your phone, how to stay motivated. Many people think that to start a YouTube channel, you need to buy a camera, you need to get this complicated device, you need a laptop, you need this. You have everything there. You have CapCut in your phone, you have everything right there in your smartphone. You don't need that. So such content is it's good because people are going to learn something from there. Now, the next video idea that we're going to look at is review what you have used. That is why you see TikTok has a lot of traffic, because people on TikTok are having actual real review. Yes, I know they are affiliate marketers, so they review so that they can make sales, but they have used it in person. And personally, I don't think that anybody wants to spoil their brand by reviewing or coming on TikTok to talk about a tool or anything that they've used and it hasn't worked well, because they want to keep their reviews, they want to keep their brand name, right? So those reviews, and in this particular content idea is very good because first of all is let's say you're doing it on YouTube. Let's leave TikTok out of this. You're doing it on YouTube. It's going to help brands to discover you. Let me say you do a review on a mic that you're using to do your vlog channels, that you're using to do your vlogs, like a mic that you're using. I think I've seen a video like that where a guy did he did review on different mics that he uses for his channel. So just imagine that somehow the owner or the brand of the, what is it called, the owner of those mics come across that video. That's how they're going to contact him. Okay, you're already pushing out our stuff even without us paying you. Now we want to pay you so you can do more of that. That is how you people get brand deals. But the review content is very good. It can bring you another source of income on YouTube, which is branding. It can bring you another source of income on YouTube, which is sponsorship. So that particular content idea is very good. Like giving out reviews, doing reviews on what you've used. People want to buy, like there are times I want to buy something and I go search it on YouTube, like what about this thing. Like if I want to, or sometimes I want to use a website, I'll always go on Reddit to go and find out, because like I told you guys, I do a lot of things including e-commerce. So if I want to buy from a supplier, I go on Reddit, I want to find out about that supplier. So sometimes it's going to direct me to YouTube and I'm going to find the information there. So people want those actual reviews, those real reviews. Like I use this site and this is what happened. I had quick returns, I had quick delivery, I had this, I had that. So review is a very good video idea. It's a very good niche that can really push your push your audience and get you more views. The only thing with this one is that you have to constantly buy things so that you can make reviews, but I guess we buy things most of the times, right? So we might as well just do a video on that. So those video ideas, or those niche ideas, were actually for personal branding, like if you're coming on the camera. Now let's look at the ones that can go for Faceless YouTube channel. We have motivational talks. You don't want to come on the camera, you just have few clips here and there. You put a picture, you can do some AI thing, put it in front, you can put a fountain of water is flowing out, and then you have your voiceover from the back giving your motivation, telling people what they need to do. If you got up this morning, you're not feeling very okay, do this, you know, just giving people those motivations that they need to hear. The world is it's hard for everyone, and we need those motivations to keep us going. There are days that I get up from my bed, I'm like and I know my motivational speakers that I'll go to just to watch some content from them to push me. So people are looking for that. And when people find that, they click, because once you're giving out what is happening in their lives, what they need to push themselves, they will keep watching. So that's a Faceless video idea. Then putting clips together. I think I should share it with you guys. So Faceless video, Faceless channel. So you're putting clips here and there, taking things here, and this one you can use different AI tools. You can use do like kids animation. I think someone dropped a comment on our last video about AI kids animation, which is great. Yes, you can use the kids animation AI tools to do kids animation channels. You can also do your clips for different kind of Faceless channels, and those are also good. So you have whiteboard or animation videos. You can use a whiteboard and teach. One of my aunt has a tool. She oh my goodness, I don't think I know how to say it, but it's very good. You can use it to do like your whiteboard if you're wanting to do videos on whiteboard. I'm going to do one of my videos maybe next week using that tool, and I'm going to drop the link to the tool on the description so that you guys can see it if you want to use it. It's very cheap. She does one-time payment, $69 I think. So it's a very good tool that if you're a content creator and you don't want to come on the camera, you want to just do your whiteboard teaching people things, like if you're doing the tutorials, how-to tutorials, you want to do it Faceless, that tool is going to be very good. And like I said, it's very good, very explicit, and it's the cheapest AI tool you're going to find on the universe right now. So I might as well, yeah, I'm going to drop the link to that tool on this video, but when I actually use it, when I use it in one of my videos, I'm going to drop the link again. So another video form is podcast videos, where you're inviting people, you're talking with them. We all know what podcast is, right? And you have means that you need to find topics, you need to find who is going to be your invitee on each session. That one can be a little bit challenging, but it's good, just because getting people all the times might be a little bit, you get what I'm saying? But that's a good video idea, because who do I know that does a podcast channel? Is it Ramson? Gosh, goodness. I hope I say his name right, but he does podcasts on financial things. Like he tries to balance up your debt to income and try to educate you on clearing your debt and all that. And those are very good things, because people are going through a lot of things right now. There's a lot of credit. There's like the mentality where they want us to stay in debt all our life until we die is, it's not a good one. And we're going to talk about this someday. Yeah, I know we're going to talk about a lot of things someday, but yes, it eats you up. It eats you up. It eats your peace of mind up. But that aside, let's go back to where we are. So those are video ideas, those are niche ideas, those are channel ideas that I've just given you out there. I'm going to name a few again just to release them again. The first is your personal brand, where you come introduce. Your first video idea could be to introduce yourself, talk about your brand and what you plan to do. The next is storytelling. You come and tell people what's going on in your life, what went on in your life today, what went on in your life yesterday, what's going to go on in your life tomorrow. So people love storytelling. The next is vlogs. You just come on, oh, a day in my life, a day in this, a day in that. But like I said about vlogs, it needs to be very captivating to pull audience, to pull a committed audience. And I just spoke about podcasts, then animations and whiteboard for Faceless YouTube channels, motivations as well, motivational truths for Faceless YouTube channels. And you can also do it as physical YouTube channel if you don't want to go faceless. So I did share a few things here that a few video ideas or a few niches that you can use to start a YouTube channel. So if you were thinking about starting a channel, and from this video, I think that you should have been able to capture from the 10 video ideas or niche ideas I have shared, you should be able to grab one that you feel comfortable that you can pick. Leave a comment, tell me in the comment section which one you feel you're going to be trying, and so that we can work together. I could give you I could coach you on the first video idea, or how you can come about with your first video, what you need and all those things. So leave a comment, leave a like, and until next time, peace.